we on it, we on it. 24/7, we on it, we on it, we on it. 24/7, we on it.
What's up? Today I'm shooting with I'm having a nice conversation with the talented, multi-talented, creative. So he goes by the name of Hlumelo Zulu. What is he? He's a musician. He's a stylist. He's a designer, director,
filmmaker now.
Yeah, that's dope.
As well. There and there.
Hectic, you see. Combining art and entrepreneurship together.
Oh.
So that's dope, man. Welcome to ONIT, bro.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And I hope we have a dope one.
Yeah, let's go. So let's first pick up on the first way line. Right? So I just want a background in the introduction on the journey of the fashion, the whole inspiration behind that career.
So how this whole thing started was I lost my job. I was working at this other brand company, Ted Baker London.
Mm-hmm.
So they just like opened a store in V&A at the time, and I was one of the consultants and also like an assistant manager.
Mm-hmm.
So then they've like, when they came in, you know how they look, they say, if you have suggestions, if you have anything, please come forward. We here to support you guys. We want you to be happy. I'm like, great. And so we used to have like a 90% discount off the clothing.
Hamburger,
90%. So you buy like bro,
what?
You're getting the stuff off nothing.
Exactly, that's 90%.
Yeah. So got myself some suits and then like I think 2 years before that, that job happened. There's a person, Uwandi, she's a photographer. So she saw me on Instagram and then she was like, yo, one time we need to shoot. Like, whenever. And I didn't really put it into my mind because I was like, when it happens, it's going to happen. And this one time, while I'm at the job, then she rings me. It's like, hey, do you have time? Because I have equipment. We can shoot. I was like, cool, let's rock. And so at that time, I thought of, I have these clothes, and how about, because I've then like, since I'm working for the brand, now I know the brand. So I was like, how about I do like more or less a portfolio for myself, and then pitch it to them so that I can be their ambassador in Africa. So that's where I was thinking.
Anything you want, talk to us.
Exactly.
That conversation. Right.
So I draft my proposal, we do the shoot, beautiful shoot. We went to, there's a hood here in Gugulethu, Lotus. Yeah, we went to Ezawoki's Payana and we shot. The concept of it was a lily. So a lily is a flower that rose out of the mud. So that was like the whole concept, because if I go there and I'm wearing my suits, I'm clean, but the society or the community it like looks otherwise. So it just means that also for a kid that is coming from there, you can literally be anything. So that was my thinking. How we did the shoot, the pictures were did the shoot, we were submitted, and then I told one, I was like, yo, if this gig happens, you're gonna be my photographer for throughout. I was like, okay, cool. And gave these people, they declined, my God. I was like, yo, no, not on the spot, because there is a GM that is in Joburg. So I sent the idea to him, he loved it. And I was like, okay, cool, let me connect you to the UK guys and then send the same thing, but copy me on the emails. Like, okay, cool, I did that.
They asked you to send the email, not
Yeah, me. Send it, and then after that, before they responded, my manager then saw my pictures on their Instagram, Ted Baker's Instagram. And then she called me in like, what? When did this happen? I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know anything about this. Yeah, bro.
I mean, don't have the accounts for the company.
So they posted the pictures and without them communicating anything. I was like, no, maybe I got this whole thing that I wanted. Okay, fast forward, I sent the mail and then they respond like, oh no, we love the idea, but what is it that you want? And then I told them, like, okay, look, at this time, it's not gonna happen, just focus on your job. So I took that very hard. I don't wanna lie, I took it very hard. I was like, what? So this means that I'm not good enough, or this thing was not impressive enough? Like, nah, man, sheer pants, like, let me let this job go.
What else are they gonna turn down,
bro? I was like, nah, because now I'm just gonna live off their salary. That's basically what it is. And like this whole notion of being innovative, come with ideas and bullshit. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
They turned down the unique you. So how much more now?
I was like, nah, it's fine. Like, it's fine, I can let go of the job. And then that's what happened. And so at the time, obviously, like, I'm heated and I'm not looking at the fact that, hey, my guy, you're gonna starve. You see?
Inside, you heard
that. Because now we touch the song, and we don't have a plan B. So what happens was, I think 2 months in. And so off that, I think the week later, Unlo got booked in, what's this place? At George. So we had to travel to George. So mind you, I'm not feeling anything, because I'm busy. I'm like, yo, also this music thing, it's promising now. Like, this nigga is getting booked. Let's go. Got there, we rocked, we came back, and now reality kicks in. Because now the pockets are getting dry.
There's no longer waking up now.
You feel me? And also at the pose, I haven't told them that, hey, this is what's happening. I just wake up and go hit the gym and then come back when everyone is coming back from work. Come back and then, fine. But it got to a point where I think, I only to learn from there. Like, hey, you're no longer calling me from the work. What's happening? I'm like,
you forgot the small details.
I'm like, hey, I didn't want to say, but this is what's happening. But one thing about ONIT EP001, like, she would support any idea. Like, she's cool like that. So she was like, it was not meant for you, but don't sleep on yourself. Just look for something else. I was like, no, easy. I remember, so there was this chick, I was doing some content for her, and then she was like, hey, I want to do a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, but like I want to print a picture of Tupac. We find these other guys, they were African guys, and they were doing printing, like they were doing like,
they were starting up.
So we told them about print a picture, and then they were like, okay, cool. This is, I think it was 20 rand. I was like, hey, this is cheap. Okay. And then this guy did it. Just like, hey, this is fascinating. And how did you do that? And then he showed me. And then he gave me the leftover samples. Like, okay, now you can print these. I'm like, how am I gonna do it?
You don't have the machinery.
I was like, no, you can use your iron. Like, okay. And then I came back, went on YouTube, I checked. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You just need so much heat for a type of vinyl. So I got the small vinyls, that had my logo. Okay, cool.
So vinyl is what?
Vinyl is basically like this print.
Oh, okay.
So this is a vinyl, So I like I plain t-shirt and then I printed on it, same like the logo. And then this one time I made a video working with TTCCMO, wearing the cap and the t-shirt, and I post that on Facebook. And like, where can we get this? How much is this? I'm like, yo, okay. I didn't expect that, because also I was not even thinking that. I was just doing for myself, Fine, I was like, hey, maybe there is something into this thing, Now I need to find.
You need to look deeper.
I need to find the proper spot where I can get the t-shirts and where can I print and then I started researching, going online, finding a factory that I can buy t-shirts. And fortunate enough, the spot that I went to rather in Woodstock, I met up with guys that were already into like making clothing, and I told them what I'm looking for. I was like, I know there is a guy in town. Yeah, bro. We can hook you up with that guy. I went there. Yeah, I saw like it's a full-on factory, dude. Like it's here. These niggas are making jackets. They making shorts. They making literally everything. What?
From scratch.
Yeah, and then I started making clothing. And I think one thing about my clothing was that I was already exposed into the culture of fashion. So because I was working for a brand, and before that I was working for Trade and Miller, so I understood like how to position yourself as a
clothing
as a clothing brand. So I already had those expertise, and also I'm like at the time I'm trying to also develop a skill in graphic designing. So all the ideas that I have, I can literally like put them on Photoshop and try to manipulate them and make them what I want. So yeah, from then on, I just started to create my own samples of garments, and I would just show to this guy, and then he would like just stitch it and then give it to me, and then I would put a price on it. But one thing that I was very conscious about, I wanted my clothing to be simple but very attractive. So my number one thing was working on colors. So I was avoiding to work with dull colors.
So you're trying to be
so I would do a yellow color and then just do a small logo. And everyone would want to wear that because it's very minimal, but yet it's outstanding. Because I would look at your Tommy Hilfiger, I would look at your Polo, and I was like, all these brands, like there is nothing much about them. It's just that these people, they were focusing on
details,
that. That's it. So that's how it started.
How long have you been doing it?
Since 2017.
17. How long is it now?
I don't
6 years?
know. Yeah, probably six years.
Hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic, bro. That's good. That's dope. I mean, you got on also. The coloring and the type of texture.
Exactly.
So it's a lot. So it's in the same. What is this?
Same breadth, dog. Like same lane of
Nikes, your Adidas, your New Balances. It's giving the same vibe.
Yeah. Because also, it's like, for me, when I design something or when I go for something that I can wear. But I don't do something that you would never see me wearing. I remember this one time.
But you're selling it,
bro. I remember this one time. Stifler referred this other guy to me. So I didn't know he wanted tracksuits and whatnot. So I was gonna work as a CMT for him. Fine. Then I tell Stifler by just like accident, but I'd say there's this dude, man, from Khayelitsha. He hit me up for impahla. I was like, no, I was like, okay, dope. I was like, no, the thing is, with you, I see a lot of like local designers or local brands that they don't wear their clothing. So that says a lot about them. But I was like, I never looked at it that way, dog. I'm like, fuck. Actually,
now somebody's shining your light.
Yeah, to think of it, because, bro, like, I have to be comfortable first for me to even name the price, because you will never argue with me if I'm saying like my cap is 300. I know why, because I know the quality, I know how it feels. I understand as long as insecurities. I'm not just taking things from.
And then you just price
it.
Just because you want to feed yourself out of
nah.
Hectic. So what are you currently working on right now? Collection wise. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I just dropped my winter range. So basically it's just like a tribal print that I'm working on. I'm trying to move away from this, maybe putting a logo. But like when you see a certain print, and then you can associate it with my brand, or putting a name. You can just know that when I see that, I know, okay,
that's all.
Yeah, the print itself. So yeah, I've been working on that now, and I'm already like working on designs for spring as well. So now I'm working like my gym wear. I'm gonna be doing like different colors of this with pants, of course, and maybe tights at some point. Yeah. But as for the brand, yeah, that's what I'm working on now, and yeah,
that's dope. So when you're designing philosophy, what type of influence maybe that did influence your design, or cultures, or any maybe personal experience that made that go with this type of design, from your logo to what's happening now, right? The type of prints or whatever that you'll be doing?
Hey bro, I wouldn't say it's one thing that I can pinpoint, but I'm always like looking at other brands, like brands that are established, and see if ever there is anything that I can draw from them, as far as what people can like, or what people like rather. And so it will be like different things. But for the print, it's basically just tapping into culture, just stepping into identity as well. That obviously, like with the people that we are creative, or are creatives rather, like by nature, because if you look at the trail of Umdu Omnyama, or the trail of Umdu, the Khoisans used to draw on caves, and also if you can look into our lineage, they are Ndebele people that draw patterns, So basically, that's what I was looking at. I was just tapping into that, but like, what does it mean to be Uzulu? What does it mean to be from this clan? And how can I incorporate that into my brand? So that a person that is not tapped into the ebb and scape of things when it comes to clothing, but like they resonate with the pattern, mainly because they are this culture, then it's easy for them to say, that's beautiful, I want that.
Because it touches something.
Because they relate, because it's their culture. So that's just the inspiration around that. And just Ubangwa Solution dog also like plays a huge role in my creative process. I would look at things that are like a very negative, but like I would like, what is it that I can, instead of complaining, what can I take out of that situation and
make something
beautiful out of it, and then come back to that person and be like, you remember that negative thing you did, or whatever,
whatever energy that it
this is what I came out with. So man, as cliche as it sounds, but like those are the things that I look at like, depending, because also if you can go into my catalog, the names of range that I'll be dealing with, I have like a range a cartoon Kamalai, I have a range a Koni Kamalai, I have a range Okapi. So I tap into those fields, because whenever I then receive an idea, I get to reflect it into the life that I'm living. Okay, cool. So what does it say to me in this now life? Exactly. I can't name my clothing off izinto is universal. Like that don't speak to me, dog. I need to when you purchasing an item, you're like Excel. It's a skip as a cartoon, man.
Yeah, there's a story. And
yeah, I understand.
It's easy for somebody
exactly.
to
also the person that is relaying that message, it's a person that is intact within the culture. Yeah, so like
So for somebody who's outside looking in, it's easy for them to influenced. Yeah,
exactly.
So it's easy, and people that are not even from South Africa or like don't understand now. Story behind what
because one of the things that I took from the brand that I was working for, man, is that the attention to detail, bro, it's very, very, very important. Because there was
a nice fabric, but
bro, they had messages on their name tags. Each and every garment had a different message, and that goes a long way, dog. Like that goes a long way. Even the what do you call them, paper towels, where they wrap the clothing before you instead of putting it into a plastic and paper bag, they will wrap it into a paper towel. I don't know if it's called a paper towel, and then they will put it into a paper bag. Also, that thing has a message that is printed there. And bro, like those are the small things that I took for my brand. I'm like, going forward, this is what I want, like value.
Yeah, there's too much value.
Yeah, that's a value. So
you're not just selling you.
Exactly. So when you receive my item, look at those things. And bro, I think like selling my clothes and naming my prices has taught me something about how powerful a mind is. Yeah, because I have a t-shirt that is like 550, and I remember someone said, I've never bought a t-shirt for 550. Why should I buy a t-shirt? And I'm like, that's valid, that's valid. But when you get the t-shirt, you would know why.
It's easy.
Yeah, and I've had people like wanting and buying the t-shirt, and I have people that own the t-shirt. So like,
also get and talk about it. So it's up to you. Count me,
So yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So you say again. Now this question is about the signature style, so which is already that you mentioned.
Yeah.
There's type of prints and different garments, and there's catalogs and different ranges for that.
Exactly.
So in terms of like trends, so do you see any like different trends this season besides now you've been running the game for like six years or so now? So with different like trends, and now you have this new range coming up with like different prints.
Yeah.
So your style is different now. Everybody is familiar with the first wear product.
Yeah.
So with that, so you're trending with gym wears. Different also summer, spring. So.
Yeah. So my thing is, I let people decide. When as far as like going with what they, because I want to just come into the trend thing. I've noticed like in any industry there is a trend, or there is a trend that gets followed at a certain season in any industry. So like in the clothing one, there will be a certain fabric that we're all using because we saw that it's moving numbers.
Okay.
Or there will be a standard color that maybe a Laduma from Makosa would introduce for that summer. He'll be the first one to do that color. And maybe a local designer also hops on that color. And you would see like a majority of us are doing that. Yeah, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it depends also on the clientele. The fact that there are so many brands and then there are people that still want to buy your items, it means that there is something that you're giving them that they're not getting from other brands. So hence I'm saying that I for one, like, let my people decide. Like I would do something and try it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and not hop on whatever that is popular at the time, and try it out and then see if ever they receiving it.
You're always the first one to rock it.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Because this one also, it's like, I got it today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Fuck what I was wearing, let me wear this thing. And it makes sense because I was also wearing trainers.
Yeah.
So that's my culture, man. That's how I go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like, there's nothing that sets me back when something is not working. I'm always like striving to
all the time.
Yeah,
all
to
the
find
time.
something else.
Or how do you ensure like you take like precautions into like making sure that you do eco-friendly material stuff?
Research and food.
Yeah.
Research is number one, and also like it just goes back to this whole thing I was saying that I need to know it first. I need to know how it feels. I can't feed people something that I know for within a month or so it's going to be this way. But then I've made them spend so much on it. And also I'm very conscious of like and just the production process of it. I'm fully involved so that so that I can be able to come back to the consumer and say this is how much it is. And then, that's basically like just being part of the process from start to finish and being the one actually that gives the item to the client and just being in touch with all the steps, and then I think that just determines for me, which like I'm 100% sure I didn't play.
That's dope. So like, what are some of the challenges that you like engage with this? Like the biggest challenges ever as a designer?
Bro, it's
I'm sure what you had in 2017, you're still having it right now,
bro.
But it's just smaller quantities.
Bro, it's the anxiety of not knowing whether what you just designed or just produced is the one in terms of how the masses are gonna receive it. Because you can never be sure. And also trying by every season you change. Can you imagine? Can you imagine in a year, like there are 4 seasons, so you need to try every season. Like you don't produce something that you produced the year before in the same season.
It needs to change.
It needs to change.
You need to keep up with yourself.
Drastically so. That fear for me is like, I see the fear of not selling and whatnot, but then, hey man, like when it comes to sales, we want to make money, but like I think the most thing it's like having people having the item despite of how many I sold.
As long as they like consume.
Because also I work on limited edition all the time, so I can't make something that I made 6 years back. So for me that's like, until I have a store, until I have a physical store, then that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, this is what I'm selling, and you can
can't produce 50 garments stock and then 30 got sold, 20 still left somewhere in the box.
Bro,
that's a loss.
So it's that's the number one fear for me, dog, and I don't know what can ever take that away from me. Like I see the other things, but like and also like not satisfying your customer, dog. Like not hearing someone say kalala into your that's crazy.
That's not what I expected.
Or even the time frame of when it got
longevity
to
maybe of the material.
Not even now with that, because I like with that I know what I buy. So when it comes to the fabric from Jump, so I really don't cry about that. But like having the customer not being satisfied of the time that it took to get to them, or maybe not satisfied because of the packaging, maybe. Because I don't want to say I have expertise in that, I want my things to be good and look good, but like
because you believe in this brand.
Yeah, but sometimes it's really that field needs another person. It needs another person that is dealing with that. So Zungezu into having such fears, man, it can impact on how you like where you go.
Make this brand like something that you want it to be.
Yeah, but it's challenges that we embrace, man.
Ne?
Yeah.
As we grow.
My dog.
Hectic.
That's how you're gonna grow.
Yeah, obviously there are proud moments after your own hassles and you've been like working hard and been like falling, getting up. So at least there's
nothing,
like best highlights out of that one.
Dog, there's nothing that makes me excited and like can make me sleep at night when someone that didn't like, they don't know me or they never bought anything from me, but they're telling me that you are sold your item from this person, you are liked it. And what I like also is that I don't deal with mass production, right? So I know if I made 15 of these garments, 15 of people that are sold these two, I know them. Yeah, but I don't like, I may not know them like entirely or holistically, but like I just know the person I sold the item to. So
you met with them.
Yeah, so that interaction. So I know exactly what you're saying. That you are so this person in the room, so they were rocking my thing. You are so proud because your brand, like it's like it has grown. Like hearing those things, man, it really makes one feel like okay, cool.
Yo, it's dope.
I'm getting someone.
So from Cape Town to Eastern Cape to Joburg to Mpumalanga to all the other provinces and all that, and it's easy now to like get the garments over to the side, couriers and all that.
Definitely, dog. And I get most orders outside of Cape Town.
Hectic.
I get most orders out of Cape Town, dog.
Why they is?
I don't know. I think other people, man, because a friend of mine once said when I was starting the brand, she said that your brand is gonna sell because of the person that you are. Like they might love the clothes, but they love you more. So I feel like at times also the person that I present to people and how I've managed to carry my brand, I think also people are just fond of that, seeing a black young man being able to do such. So abanye bantu they like the story more than they like the clothes. Other people, they really fuck with the clothing. So I would like to think so, because people that I would like, what, in Mpumalanga? I literally had like a customer in Mpumalanga. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
how?
We're gonna hear them now.
Yeah, but how?
We're gonna come and holler at you.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's
dope. It's dope. So any future plans, maybe upcoming projects that you got? Collaborations?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm also in the eventing space, so I'm looking into like creating a fashion show. I think that will be like a summer range, where like the idea is so hectic, man. It's like creatively more than anything. It's fulfilling to me to even like having to like in figure and then being able to like to share it with one person and then they go crazy or like, yo, what? Like how did you think about this? I'm like, hey bro, it sounds crazy, man. Like
it's gonna vibe.
Yeah, but like we're doing it. So but obviously you're gonna know about it when the time is close. And obviously, man, like I'm looking to work with other people like in different spaces, like your painters, your illustrators, your like creative people, man. Like I feel like there's a lot that I can do with the skill that I have, but sometimes I don't really have to collaborate with another designer. I go to someone who's doing something totally different. But I can collaborate with the person that is doing you get what I mean? So those are the collaborations that I'm looking at. But like I say, like work with such.
When you wanna grow, not only in like doing clothing, just a textile only.
Bro,
making sure that everything is
in, dog. Like in. Like I'm looking at Uladuma, dog, and I'm like, what?
That nigga's crazy.
Dog.
Yeah. That nigga's
Like,
crazy.
what? Yeah.
And he's so
man.
content about it. Like what is the
yeah.
sustainability?
Yeah.
Like making sure that you trust your discipline.
Exactly.
To the point that
Exactly.
you trust yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, in order to do or to make big moves, that's what you need. First, you speak to yourself.
Exactly.
And then make sure that this is where I'm heading. This is what I'm trying to do. So let me discipline myself this way. And
Nothing
then,
can come on your way, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So like, couple of people. There's a lot of people outside that want to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Any advice for them?
Start.
Or maybe they did get some advice somewhere. Maybe they didn't work out for them. What's your niche, dog, about being the designer?
Start.
And an advice.
Like my first advice would be just start. If it's an idea, start.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it really takes anything away from you. Always like when you're gonna initiate something, look at what am I gonna lose? What am I gonna get? If I'm not losing anything, but like there is like 0.1% that I'm gaining for that free time that I gave, then why not start it? So like that's one thing that I preach all the time, dog. Like I have so many ideas as well, because that's another thing that we like. I've tried so many times sitting in front of my PC and trying to put my head into coding, investing. But none of those things I've really tapped into because I think a lot. Like I'm always thinking, what if I lose? What if I? And that is caused by the fact that I don't have enough information. Because if I really had like information, I would know. But okay, if I do this, this is what's going to happen. So to avoid that, let me do this. So once you're in research, don't relax, because things are gonna come and they're gonna come like in abundance, and people are gonna love you. I always say that when people are starting brands, like, it looks cool because also you don't know the value at the time. You buy a t-shirt and try to miss the price and then you print it. You don't look at the cost of going on the net and looking for these items and then taking a taxi to a mall and then getting the t-shirt and then coming back. And then printing the t-shirt. So you don't calculate those, you overlook them because you used your money, right? And then so now also your selling price is just the price that you just got out of your head. You didn't look at the expenses.
What is it that you did before you got the shirt?
And then it becomes popular now, right? And you're thinking that you're moving units, like people are loving, but you're not thinking that actually
I lost before all of this.
Exactly. But that's your school fees. It has to happen. It has to happen. But you can't avoid
it. Down,
exactly. But from that shit, you need to come back and be like, okay, cool. How do I redeem myself? Now I've researched, I understand, but okay, this is where I get this thing. How do I calculate my expenses so that I can come with the cost price? Okay, cool. This is my selling price. Cool, boom, boom, and then and then that's when you're gonna see clients are moving away.
Why?
Because now,
there's more information.
Exactly, you understand better, and then also your pricing is going up.
With respect.
Exactly. Because you now understand better, and then now you're also providing quality to them. Because there is always a thing which Undo will say, I can't buy a t-shirt for 550, but I can get like out of Lamar, I can get like 6 t-shirts in family. And you're not looking at the fact that those people are dealing with mass production. So mass production, there is a high possibility that the quality of clothing that you're buying, it's given like it's very minimal.
So
but
it's a space to go about. It needs to make sense.
I understand. It needs to make sense so that a person can come back 3-4 years later and be like, that t-shirt is good now.
I still have it
and
because it has value.
It still looks new. So when you gather your research, then you'll be able to know how to move and then that's when you're gonna be like, you can stand the test of time. Other than that, yeah, bro, people need to start.
You need to click that button.
Yeah, you just need to start, my guy. You just need to start, because it doesn't happen overnight.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, like, in conclusion, G,
yeah.
Audience-wise, how can they connect with you? Maybe getting update on your work, and all that information.
Yeah, no, they can. They have the brand online on Instagram and Facebook. Soon to open like a TikTok account as well.
Yeah, sounds contemplation.
There is, cause the thing is, there is, man, cause I always look at the value of my work, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want it to be like one of those when people are mentioning it. I really don't like that. So I always like to test things personally, and before I get my business in it. Yeah, but so I've been running my account for like a year now of TikTok, and I'm just like seeing the content that people are putting, and brands that have their brands on TikTok, on how they're moving as well. So I'm kind of collecting data as well. Yeah, but so that when I do that, I know how to sustain it. Yeah, but because I also run the pages, I don't have a person that is like doing my social media. So I need to know if I'm committing to that. Am I going to be able to juggle all three of them? Yeah, but and how is that looking? Yeah, because I don't want to neglect people as well when they put in their comments or when they DM, and and then I took 3 years to reply. Yeah, I understand, and then it takes away every day. Yeah, but I'm losing clients.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you got Facebook,
TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram at the moment. The first way line in both of the platforms, and then they just get the details there for like placing orders.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being with us, G. And I really do appreciate the time. So all the best for the future, brand. So there's nothing we want more than to see Black Child grow to be something that they dream about,
bro.
So all the best, G.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, bro, and thanks for the platform as well. Just keep at it, dog. Just keep at it. I know at times it's gonna be discouraging. Gonna see the views and be like, why am I not hitting? But like, at least now, like in the podcasting sport space, or rather, we have like people that we see that are growing in front of us, dog. Like, and it really like just takes you as an initiator to be on. But like you need to be visible. But and you need to also like just go into spaces as well, like where these people that you're connecting with are at. Also that you can be open into it more. But to be open into it. Other than that, man.
That's dope.
Yes, sir.
We are here, your host of ONIT. Check us on YouTube. It's Zach Studios Africa. Other than that, we heard it all. We experienced how the first show was collaborated and how it's going to be, and the future of it. So we are here on it. 24/7 we on it.